Now, U.S. policy on Iran remains anyone's guess tonight as Donald Trump U-turns again, dropping a plan to charge cargo ships for using the Strait of Hormuz. But tonight, the U.S. says it's conducted more strikes on Iran ahead of a blockade on its ports, which has now just come into effect. Earlier today, Iranian media reported explosions from U.S. strikes near the port cities of Bandar Abbas and Bushehr. And overnight, U.S. Central Command said targets were hit across Iran in a 5-hour mission. Well, Iranian forces say they've hit 2 supertankers in the Strait of Hormuz. At least 2 crew members were killed and several others wounded. This evening, air raid sirens were heard in Kuwait and Bahrain, and earlier Iran targeted a U.S. base in Jordan. All this comes as the U.S. and Iran blame each other for the breakdown of their truce, which came into effect just last month. Sarah Smith has more from Washington.
An American sea drone used for the first time in combat struck an Iranian submarine in port last night, as U.S. forces are trying to destroy Iran's ability to attack commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. American planes and cruise missiles have attacked Iranian military targets, including air defence systems and coastal radar sites. The U.S. has resumed the bombing after Iran resumed attacking ships, shattering the fragile ceasefire, leaving the 2 nations stuck somewhere between war and peace. And international shipping stuck once again in the narrow waterway, unable to move freely for fear of attack from Iran, and with the American Navy ready to stop any ship transporting Iranian oil, it's back to stalemate in the Strait. Donald Trump had said he planned to take control and charge ships a levy of 20% of the value of its cargo. He phoned into Fox News yesterday.
We're going to keep the Strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the Strait. Maybe we'll call it the guardian angel of the Strait. And we should be reimbursed for that. When we do that, we're going to be reimbursed.
Even though the U.S. has repeatedly said charging tolls is illegal.
And there's no country in the world that's in favor of a tolling system except the regime in Iran. So that's not acceptable. That cannot happen. The straits need to be open, unimpeded, without tolls.
And now a presidential U-turn, as Donald Trump posted on social media that, based on highly productive conversations with Middle East leadership, I've decided to replace the 20% United States reimbursement fee with trade and investment deals that the various Gulf states will be making into the United States. In the Oval Office, he said he had been phoned by Arab allies who changed his mind about charging a toll.
We were doing it as a reimbursement. The Gulf states are going to invest a tremendous amount of money into the United States, and that was very satisfactory to me. I think it's actually much better.
Iran has also resumed attacking U.S. military bases in those Gulf states allied with America, firing missiles overnight. In Washington, a satirical protest group has unveiled a 10-foot-tall golden trophy they say is being awarded to President Trump for his enthusiastic participation in a war with Iran without military strategy. The White House said the artist should refrain from weighing in on things they clearly know nothing about. What the president knows is that the conflict with Iran is deeply unpopular, especially as oil prices have gone up again, and that means his options are very limited. Sarah Smith, BBC News, Washington.